What is going on today, guys? Happy Tuesday, April the 26th. And what an absolute crazy day it was. Um, I'm not going to say definitely not what I expected, but my projections yesterday were a lot different than what unfolded today. Quite simply, the exact opposite basically, because I thought we were gonna head into a little bit of a bullish momentum heading into this week with big time earnings plays coming up, but the market just absolutely crashed to the downside. Now looking at Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq right now, we're looking at 2%, 3%, and 4.5% down. I mean, these are massive moves to the downside. And guess what? Bearish ETF, I said to keep on watch, and is absolutely destroying the game right now. UVXY. Now, did I buy it? Of course I didn't. Why would I? I just want for anyone watching this to profit. I don't want to profit myself. I'd rather lose. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is this tends to happen with me. I like to make big calls, but I don't stick with it. And yeah, I mean, look at UVXY. I mean, there's really no words to say. Post market right now it's at 1775 and I alerted at 1150. You're talking about north of a $5.25 gain from my alert. Absolute insanity. I basically called the bottom right here in this region. So, if you're not already subscribed and liking the videos and following my stock tweets, I don't know what to say. I'm here. I'm providing as good analysis as I can. And UVXY was one of those plays that, I mean, early retirement bound. Like, I don't know, guys. If you guys hopped in on it, this is, I mean, obviously hopping in and having those diamond hands, right? Like, you could have sold at 16. That's still, oh my God. I mean, that's still, oh my God, profit. Like, you don't even have to trip. I mean, obviously we're now at 1775, so if you have like a longer term mindset, then obviously holding was not a bad idea. It was this area that throwed me for a curve where I really did think that the market was going to go back to the upside and UVXY was going to drop. It did. I mean, it dropped to like high 14s, but I mean, what an absolute monster move. And earlier today, I was contemplating whether or not I should buy this when it was $15 earlier today. When I was like, should I buy this? This looks, I mean, the momentum looks really. It looks like it's really starting to ramp up. But UVXY has always deceived me. So I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable with buying here, like buying in this region. But then obviously we had the bullish confirmation of the upside, but I still didn't feel comfortable enough to take a position, so I didn't. But I really do hope that you guys, because this is the big winner of the past few weeks, past few weeks, past few days. I mean, even, if you guys got in on this, I hope you profited. Oh, obviously you did. I hope you profited a lot, and I mean, honestly, just follow the stock tweets, follow the YouTube, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys got to do. I mean, any support matters because, I'm here for you guys to make these types of calls, and I'm always going to be doing my best and commit to it. So, yeah, UVXY, absolute monster move to the upside still. It's just a really nice to see that my analysis, came into play here. So, um, in general, I don't know, what is to come. UVXY can clearly head to larger heights. I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's gone to the 22 to the 25. I don't know why my chart's looking like that. That's really strange, but yeah, I mean, if you zoom out, I think it's because of my time interval. Let me adjust that real quick. Yeah, there we go. It's the time interval. Um, but yeah, here we are. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? What is happening? What is happening? Trading view is acting very strange right now. Yeah, the way it's zooming out, it doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, guys, if you zoom out on the chart, just of recent times, we have hit $20 plus, and that's what I was really like thinking that you conquer those 15, 16, 17 levels, and with extreme market weakness, this will go to 20. So keep this on watch, guys. I mean, I don't think it's gonna stop, honestly. Eventually, it's going to have to, but as long as there's downward pressure and shorting and all that dominating the market, it's not going to stop. So just keep it on watch. We'll see what happens. And then moving over to KOLD, which is the bearish ETF for natural gas. So anything natural gas related that, bearish news, natural gas price is plummeting, this is going to be benefiting. And this is one obviously I've been talking about. I really do see this heading to $15 within the next couple of months. Again, Russia is is the main exporter of natural gas in the world. So obviously the war has impacted this. If you take a look at BOIL, which is the bullish ETF, BOIL. If you take a look at that, the massive move that's had, it's eventually it's going to have to come down and crumble, which is what's been happening. It's been having some resistance, but KOLD is it's still in that buy and hold range. Just buy and hold it. Anything from now to $15, just buy and hold and continue to accumulate your shares and continue to watch it as it rides to the upside. Because I really do believe KOLD is going to head to $15-$20. That is more longer term. Like I'm talking like a month or 2 months. That's not super long, but you gotta have that type of patience for a play like this because I mean it has the volatility. It's a very volatile ETF, but just stick to it. And I'm telling you, $15-$20 is on the horizon. Moving on over to Rivian. Thankfully, I took profit out on this one, and I got out of that position as a whole. As you can see, guys, Rivian got absolutely slaughtered today because of the market. I mean, the market just showed that it doesn't care. It's going to throw curveballs. It's gonna deceive you. It's gonna make you feel like, oh yeah, we're in a bullish run, which was I was under the impression of yesterday, just seeing certain indicators. I just was under that impression with a lot of buying pressure heading towards the aftermarket, and like it's crazy to me. I mean, we are down big today. This is probably the biggest down day I've seen in months. So I mean, I could be wrong about that in terms of percentages, but today has been massive to the downside. So Rivian, look at this right here, massive sell pressure. You know what this is? I will tell you guys. Panic selling, stop losses, all that stuff. Because everyone is scared right now. And one thing I will tell you guys that I've seen this before is buy the fear. This is the fear right here. Do not be afraid. I'm telling you guys. If you have an average that's 32, 33, 34, even higher than that, hold the damn line. Have some balls, average down if you have the funds on hand, but do not sell for a loss. It's pointless. Rivian is one of those plays that's going to bounce back within the next couple months or so. I mean, just don't stress too much. And again, I'll say that with a couple other plays like SOFI and FUBO. Do not stress. These are real solid companies that will find a way to move back to the upside with the market regaining strength and everything like that. But these bearish days will not last forever. So, obviously this move to the downside is in all-time low territory. But, I mean, like I said, guys, this is a buy for me. This is 100% a buy for me. And I'm pretty confident in this company in general. So, yeah, just like SoFi, just like FUBO, very confident in names like that. Very, very confident in Rivian. Very confident in, like, Cassava Sciences, SAVA. That's one I've been talking about as well. Having a nice move to the upside today. But yeah, like Rivian, it's gonna jump. I'm telling you guys. We may have more bearish weeks, but realistically, it's not gonna last forever. So buy the fear, sit on it, and be patient. That's all I have to say about that. DWAC, what a move to the upside today. What an absolute monster move to the upside. Not monster, but I mean a pretty damn good move. So post market right now, we're looking at $40.25. Yesterday I had bought originally at 33, sold on this spike right here 38. I did not re-enter. I just was watching it. So yeah, it was floating around 35 to 37 range, and then all of a sudden, bam! Look at that buying pressure, followed immediately after by selling pressure, and then look at aftermarket. Look at that buying pressure right there. So there's a lot of people confident in this name. Obviously, that's why you see this green wick heading into close. That's massive. I mean, in terms of volume, that's a big wick heading into the end of the day, which people are very confident about this play. It's a Trump sensitive stock. It's ready to jump. And follow my stock twits. I also mentioned other names that could run off of this in sympathy. So keep an eye on that on my stock twits. Follow it up and watch. Look for the posts and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot of other plays, Trump sensitive related sympathy plays. So yeah, DWAC, massive move to the upside. Keep an eye on it, guys, because it could continue up to 50. I don't see why it wouldn't bounce up to $50. So keep that in mind, guys. Moving on to IMTE, another one I've been talking about every day, Integrated Media Technologies. This is one of those low float, short squeeze plays that I am fairly confident this will have a massive run to the upside in the $6, $7, $8 range. This will, and I mean, fairly confident. I'm sticking to my ideals, my analysis, and whatnot. But in general, it's been beaten down. It's been shorted to hell. It's a low float name. Picks up traction. Any type of bullish momentum, it's gonna go. So risk to reward, it's very risky, but reward wise, there's a lot of reward to gain from holding this play. So keep this one on watch, guys. Like I've said, once that bullish momentum picks up, you're gonna want to be on that wave because a lot of gains are on the horizon. Another name, BWV Blue Water Vaccine, a short squeeze play that is going to happen. Not because I'm holding a bag. I mean, I'm semi holding a bag. Not gonna lie to you guys. In the $5 average range. So obviously I'm down on the play, but realistically, being in the game for 3-4 years, however long I've been exactly, I've been in plays like this before, and it would be, I would think I'd buy the bottom, but I didn't, and I continue to average down, and then it continues to dip, and typically I would just sell. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys that's the worst thing to do. Just like I talked about with RIVN, do not panic sell, guys, because realistically, just unless the company release awful news, like there's like tremendously bad news, then by all means. But in the bigger picture, it doesn't make sense to book losses like that when it really doesn't call for it. So BWV is a short squeeze play, has 11 million shares outstanding, and it's very small float. So basically meaning that the shares available are very low. So once they get bought up, this thing is going to rocket. And am I looking to hit a home run necessarily? Not really. I mean, I'm looking for the $7-8 range, which is 100% move, which is kind of a home run. I mean, yeah, that kind of is a home run. But yeah, moving to the $6-7 range, $6-7-8 range, it wouldn't be surprising to me. This is one of those names that once it gets those couple wicks, those couple bullish wicks to the upside candle wicks, I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be massive. So I'm holding my position here in Blue Water Vaccines. I'm not backing down. I'm not afraid, and I'm just going to be holding. That's really basically all I have to say about Blue Water Vaccines, and I'll obviously keep you guys updated on that. Moving on to my last holding. BWV is my first. Wiki is my Waseki International holding is my second holding. These are the only two that I'm holding into the rest of this week. So there was news here about them selling 51% of a stake they had in a company, and net proceeds were even more than the company is valued at in market cap. So that for me, and also the fact that it downtrended a little bit, was a major buy sign for me. So I got in around the 210 range, and I continue to buy the dips. I bought in the 190s, I bought in the 180s, I bought some in the 170s even. So right now the price is at 176. And here I have a price target, very short term, of $3, $3 to $4. But mainly I'm looking for $3 to be broken, and then we will see how the momentum looks heading to the upside. But this is one of those, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna pick up traction. I don't know. I look at this play, and obviously it's been ravaged to the downside, and it's continuing to make all-time lows. But realistically, you got to dip your foot in the water, and I did a little bit too early, I will admit. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with averaging down in this region, and watching as this climbs to the upside. So yeah, like I said, they have more. They got net proceeds from a sale in a stake of a company, 51%, than the actual company is worth. So bringing that cash on hand is actually really good for the company. Obviously, it's been moving to the downside because of market pressure to the downside. So just be patient, guys. Everything's gonna come around. Whatever you're holding, if your average is within reasonable range, just hold it. If you have red on your portfolio, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. The company's not gonna disappear tomorrow. Okay, so for me, it's like, is UVXY going to continue tomorrow? Is the market going to continue to downtrend, sending UVXY to the moon? It's possible. I'm not saying that that's out of the question, but at the same time, just stick to whatever your plan is. Right? Have your stop losses, have your price targets, and just stick to that plan. Now, obviously, many people may not agree that I'm in blue water vaccines and WKEY, but that's fine. I'm sticking to my own personal plan that's patented to me, and obviously I'm sharing with you guys what I'm seeing and what I see potential in. Even though they're in all-time low territories, I see a lot of potential in them, especially with news and other things attached to it. So I'm sticking to my guns on those two plays, and obviously UVXY, KOLD, RIVN, DWAC, IMTE, integrated media technology, SOFI, FUBO. We're talking about a lot of stocks that are approaching all-time low territories, and sooner or later you got to get your feet wet. You got to dive into those waters. Do it in a gradual manner and stick to your plan. Stick to what's comfortable for you. Stick to what risk management works for you. Depending on the money you're able to put into the market. Don't overextend yourself in a position. Just be patient. Gradually pick up shares, and that's pretty much it, guys. Just stick to the plan. And these red days were imminent. They were obviously going to be happening. 5% down on the Nasdaq after hour. I mean, massive move, guys. But at the end of the day, this is the time to start to begin to buy the fear, because I'm telling you guys, I've seen this time and time again with these downtrends. These are the times you buy and you hold. Or obviously, if you're a day trader and you have a day trade opportunity, take it. Just take it. Right now is the time to be confident in yourself. Stick to your guns. Have your stop losses. Feel the confidence inside. Do your research, do your analysis, and that's it, guys. Make sure to comment down below if you guys have any questions, any plays you want me to look at in particular. Follow the stock twits at the Deepster7, and make sure to like the video and subscribe, guys. That's really all I have for today. And also, forgot to mention, oil is up on the day. Oil, just like I said yesterday, I said there's gonna be a bullish move to the upside, which there is, and that's a really good indicator if you're gonna get into any plays like IMPP or Tellurian or Marathon Oil. There's a wide variety of names. Bore drilling, there's a lot of them. So keep an eye on oil, because oil looks very strong today, even considering the market is down as it is. So all right, guys. Well, be patient, stick to your plan, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.